Hi. So my task is salsa dancing and reflecting on my progress. It's a little bit less than I expected, mainly because of my schedule with MS2 practical coming up. I had a 75 and I had to do well. So I spent almost all of my time practicing MS2. So I put that as a priority. I ended up getting a 98, so that worked. Um, Another thing that is affecting my progress is most of my learning is discovery learning, which is not my favorite type of learning. Um, I feel like it's my worst way to learn. I have to trial a new way, learn it, realize it's wrong, then unlearn it and try something new. It muddles me up for what I'm exactly supposed to do, and I believe I create bad habits, even if it's just a short period of time. I also have little guidance. So I took a salsa dancing class and I walked into the class and they just went straight into a warm up and I didn't know the steps. So I had to rely on modeling to just frequently stop and observe. So observation, what the instructor was doing. Um, Taxonomy was increased by going to a class with little instruction. I had to figure it out and use discovery learning, which isn't my strong point. I also They also, it was a two-part class. So the first part was bachata, which I didn't even know was a dance. So I had to learn um, new steps, and then I had to unlearn that for when we went to salsa, which was even more confusing. Um, and the salsa was a little bit different than what my partner had showed me, so I wasn't even sure what was the right way, what was the wrong way, what was anyway. And then another way of increasing taxonomy is I told my partner to increase the complexity in simple terms. So she added in a side turn. So instead of turning 180 degrees, we just open up to the side. I didn't know that was a move, so that made things more difficult. Um, and I had no idea when I was actually supposed to do that part unless she signaled me and told me. So I believe that have, am in different stages and different parts. So for just the steps, forward and backward steps, and a 180-degree turn, I believe that I'm at pretty much almost in the associative stage. I have a few errors, um, and I believe and I didn't know how to turn right. The hard part is when to turn right. So I'm more cognitive on having to meet, having high attention and making a lot of errors on actually the timing of the turn. And I also need a signal. So we have to actually plan it ahead of time and make verbal prompts of when I'm going to turn, either open or 180 degrees. So I practice part task training, just trying to figure out the turn. And that's how I was able to do the 180 degrees. And now I have to do that for when we do the open up. And then after I practiced the 180-degree turn, I did whole task training where we would turn on music, we would go through the whole dance, do the steps, and then throw in the turn, and then go back to stepping, which was also difficult because once I finished the turn, I had to learn how to time, taking either a step forward or a step backwards on my end to match my partner. So it's something that we almost had to sync and plan ahead. I'm not sure if that's more natural of the dance or if I just or if you're not really supposed to plan when you're going to turn, or I think they do more of like using the pressure of their hands, and I'm still trying to figure out what's going on, so I just need a verbal, straightforward cue. So now that I'm MS2, practicals are done, I plan on practicing this more. I don't think I'll be taking any more classes because I feel like I got at least the basic steps down, and I'll just be practicing with my partner from now on.